Your phone is a tool. And that's lever 2. That's lever 3. Number 11. Back to number 10. Number 13. So that's 17, 18, 19. That's 27 going out. Coming down. Oh, so it does have a ramp in there. There you go. I had asked where the ramps were.
The first car.
Oh, wow.
You back the first car up there. Yeah,
hey, yo, he just said you back the car up there.
The first car is backed up there, typically, yeah. I've seen people drive some cars up there, but I'll back the first car up there. Okay. And
because it's easier to back it down or something?
Well, so what happens is, I'll show you guys up front. Especially if you have like a small SUV, the back of the vehicle typically is the highest point. So, the back of the vehicle being typically the highest point, you back that on so you can lower it down. So when the thing that's nerve-wracking about these things is if you have really big vehicles, you can barely see shit.
Oh, yeah.
If you lower it down in front, you can read like that right now.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it's cool because we have a height clearance that we have to adhere to. So the legal Maryland most places is 13.6.
Yeah.
And it can be very challenging to get to that. I saw a guy, I was at the port yesterday a little bit, and I saw a guy put a Range Rover up there. And I'm like, man, that can't be right. I was shit. But he put a Range Rover up there and he lowered it down. And we have a height stick that we use to check the clearance to make sure that it gets. We make a lot of money hauling cars, but there's a lot of liability. You knock the top off of one of them cars, yeah, it's a lot. You have to go with $1 million liability, but for us, typically for a truck this size, they carry anywhere from $250,000 worth of cargo coverage up to like $500,000. There's some companies that when you try to work with them, they require 500. This is one that I can't understand why they require so much because they don't pay shit. I'm like, I'm not paying that kind of insurance money just to work with you guys, and your rent is terrible. I'm not talking to you guys. So that's typically, you load the top first, and then you raise the top all the way up in the air, and then you bring the bottom up. So, look over here. Back down, and then you lower the top down and catch the high carpet. If you notice, all of these are locks. This thing don't just hold itself. You got to put these locks in. You got to measure the height, and you got to put the locks in at a certain point. If you forget to put one of these on,
oh boy,
the pressure is gonna bleed off the hydraulics while you're moving, and by the time you get out, one of the top of them cars is gonna be crushed. Yep. So it's a lot of things to remember, but you can make money. If I did it,
how many times you go around?
Huh?
A week. How many times you go for load?
It depends. It depends on where you're going. Depends on where you're going. Typically, we'll have it where we'll find a load from Maryland. We'll go to different places. Sometimes one of the runs that we like to go, we'll go out to like Chicago or Indiana area because it's really easy to haul new cars. They're expensive if you damage them, but it can be very convenient to haul them because a lot of times it's typically one pick, one drop. And there's certain places where there's a lot of new car locations where you can go. So there's you go to like Chicago, there's a Ford plant out there, Indiana, there's Subaru, there's all these different places where you can go to those plants and pick up a load of new cars coming back. And Baltimore is one of the biggest areas for that because they have this rail yard up there just like 15 minutes from here. You get Toyotas, you get Kias, you get Ford trucks, you get Volvos, you get a whole bunch of different vehicles. In Baltimore, you get Subarus in Baltimore, you get Subarus, Mitsubishis, BMW, Range Rovers, Jaguars, Volvos, a whole bunch of different stuff. So if you're signing up with these different companies, if you own one of these things in the Baltimore area, you should be making money. There's no way. And I mean, just the fact that there's a port in Baltimore in general, you know what I'm saying? If you're running a trucking company out of this area, you should be able to eat. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of low too. How do you like Josh not to get stuck somewhere? The other day, one guy got stuck on Lanham 7 Road across the gas station one morning.
You got to know where you're going.
Yeah.
And if you see that you can't clear it, don't go over it. But one of the things is though, because you know, like you have like railroad tracks and whatnot, there's a switch in there that actually raises suspension up. So if you have to go over something that's really low, it'll raise up to a certain height.
Oh wow.
It'll raise up to a certain height. But yeah. So you gotta get used to that too. But it's not too bad.
So like when you back the truck up to the trailer, they saw that the trailer didn't move.
Yeah, so that was okay. So that was a sliding fifth wheel.
This right here?
Yeah, this mechanism right here. This is a sliding fifth wheel. So in order for you to load, if I didn't slide this back, you would have about this much gap right here.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's another thing you got to remember too. When you get this thing loaded up and you're moving, you got to make sure you slide this back out because there's not enough clearance between the vehicle here, the trailer, and the vehicle here. So if you go to make a sharp turn and this thing is not slide out, you're gonna crush this car right here. Yep. You're gonna crush this car. So
after everything is slided forward.
You slide it forward. Whenever my thing is, because I have a driver that basically he would drive it like this. And how I remember not to damage anything is if the truck is in motion, it has to be slid out. Slide it out. You know what I'm saying? And you make that a positive habit, then you won't ever forget to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the position it needs to be in
For
when
loading.
you're driving.
For loading.
This is loaded.
And then,
It slides forward for driving.
okay.
If you're moving at 10 feet, you slide that shit out.
So
That's how I look at it.
So all that space, bro.
Slides right
Yes,
there.
it opens up. We'll slide back and forth.
So when you're done with loading, you slide it back.
Yes. When I'm loading, I slide it back. So right now it's closed. When I'm loading, when I'm moving forward or wherever I'm going, once I'm done loading and I'm heading out, I slide it back forward.
Okay.
You see the distance right here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where it slides back. So it'll slide back and lock right here. Yeah, sliding fifth wheel.
There's a sliding fifth wheel right there. Yeah.
I don't even know, because for me, I don't even have a lot of experience doing it, but it just comes like second nature. You just get it, you know what I'm saying? And if you have all the right reasons to be motivated, it'll come easy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'll come easy. From Maryland. So we'll go to,
So to back this, so you back this up, drive up.
It's different. It depends on like what kind of SUV. Like you can't put 9 in the goddamn thing. Small SUV. Yeah, like a Toyota RAV4, you can carry 9 and go back and somebody's business. That's easy.
Ladder.
But if you're a person like this, where if you got one of these, and you're willing to go to auction to pick up cars like those, crash cars, and those cars are typically going overseas, right? So if you're willing to go from auction to auction, maybe you have that Copart, IAV, and different auctions, and you'll pick up all those cars individually, and you have to do that. That way when he gets the auction, meaning that one is the one that's coming out first. He can just back that one down, load all the other cars, and then put that one back in the same place. You know what I'm saying? So it's some work sometimes, but it's not bad.
You use those ones like to pick cars up to like bring it to...
No. So I do that because it doesn't have a driver. I did that because if I'm going to drive to Baltimore to pick up 3 vehicles, it's a lot more cost effective to do it than this. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm paying tolls to go to Baltimore, it's a lot cheaper to pay for 4 axles as opposed to 5. You feel me? So that's why I did that. And it's easy. I mean, you can sit down and just cruise on up the road as opposed to running through 13 different gears of this one. There's this highway in Pennsylvania that goes from like, it actually goes all the way across 161. Interstate 80. Man, every move on that bitch is like $60,000. That was my first experience. That's when we bought something back and it has a gate thing that has to open for you. And once you come through, when you enter, and I think when you get out, like you're supposed to take a ticket. When you enter, when you get out, it's like $57 to track through. And I didn't take a ticket. I flew through that shit. And I get to the end and I see a fucking kid. I was like, God damn, I had to call you. They're like, are you an 18-year-old? I said, yeah. Okay, that was like $57. I was like, God damn. But you can't eat the crack. You always eat it.
Sometimes the last order, you forget to pay, you keep accumulating, you know, so.
You started with this. Yeah. So we had, so to the point, I took a brand new, that ran $50,000. Bought it in, yeah. So,
Sometimes you need to drive that.
classic. So, exactly. So, anything, CDLs are basically weight requirements. So, anything over 26,000 pounds, you know what I'm saying? The thing about that is, that truck, the trailer alone weighs 7,000 pounds, and the truck is 7,000 pounds, that's 50,000 pounds, you know what I'm saying? And it can actually hold 4 people. So, depending on what combination of vehicles that you put on, you can get overweight real quick. You know what I'm saying? So, the old one, like all those guys right there, their trucks are slightly smaller, lighter, so they don't require CDL. But, I feel like big, like those like all those in that truck.
15 slides. 16 go up. 16 go up. 17 slides. 18. 19. You see 19?
Oh, 19?
Yeah. 19 tip. Where's 19 at? 19.
January, we bought that one, and I started looking at it, you know.
It must be back there. Hold up, that's 20.
And I'm like, you know, the reason why we bought that one is
19 must be. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's in the back. So I'm learning. Oh, there you go. Okay. So 19.
20 is right here. Oh, it's 26.
Yeah, 20 is up here. So 20 is right there.
The minimum, the guy told me at the dealership, the minimum you can get into one of these things was about $295. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be making some money if it's worth that fucking much money brand new. $295, all that Jesus Christ, man. Give me
21.
You look at like a $6,000 payment.
21.
You get this part of
Yeah, I
it,
mean, you'll have
Yeah.
to take someone down, but if you get a new one, once you get a new one,
21. 22.
that's true. But people, if
22.
you're getting into a business like this, because a lot of those companies that you sign up to work with, they want experience, or you have to meet a certain amount of requirements or time in the business or whatnot. So if you saw your smart by going to buy a brand new truck that you don't have to pay for the maintenance, you'll never be able to make some money. I promise. A fucking back road.
3. 24.
So you're trying to get into it by yourself or?
I'm not to long the truck right here, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that one.
Okay.
Let's see. That's 27. 27 down there. Where's 25? 25. 25 says slide. 25 slide, so there it is right there. 25.
Sometimes you gotta get on it at the right time to see the right shot.
That's 25. So
Sometimes I call people to get a picture, so by the time you get
25. 26. 26 lift. So where's 26? 26. 26 lifts right there. It's under there. It's right there was 16, so that's 26 right there. So it lifts. So 26 right here. 26 lifts. And back to 27. 27 probably slides. Let's see. Yeah, see? 27 slides. So 10 is in the front. Alright, upper front deck. 10 upper front deck. So that's gonna be the upper front. Then 11 is the rear of it, and 12 you slide it. Then 13, 14, 15 is the middle upper deck. And that's front is 13, the rear is 14, the 15 is slide. And then the rear upper deck, 16 through 19. So 16 is the front, 17 is the rear, 18 you slide, 19 is you tilt, and then 20, 21 is the front lower deck, and rear is 21. Alright, let's see, front lower deck, then front 22, 23 is middle lower deck. Alright, and then 24, 25 is the tandem deck. So that's over top of these tandems right here. So that means 24, 25 front, and 25 is slide. Then rear lower deck is all the way in the back, and that's the rear lower deck, and that is 26, and that's 26 is lift, 27 is slide. Push to raise, pull, lower to lower. Oh, so you gotta, so push in to raise and pull back is to lower. That's the levers here. Alright, and then there you go.
I'm paying for it, but
I understand. Yeah, so you don't want it from anybody.
oh no, this is ours. This one and that one over there. I already work for your government. Thank you guys for paying your taxes.
I tell you.
You know what I'm saying, but
Well, if you need a driver, how do you know?
you're more than welcome to come over and whatnot. And one of the things is I like to